Hello folks, you're on the Desert Adventures YouTube channel. Today, we'll be removing the front sprocket to install a larger 16 tooth on the X-Pro Storm 150 DLX, available at Amazon. This video is sponsored by Apogee Performance Racing, the makers of the best chain lube for all motorcycles, ATVs, and e-bikes, available at apogeeperformanceracing.com.
So the first thing we'll want to do for a sprocket swap is to remove this front cover. So you'll need an 8mm socket and a driver. That might be easier with a ratchet than using a driver like I'm using. Keep your hand away from the peg there. And one up in this top corner. And then got the bike in first gear so that it'll hold the sprocket. And then if you have an impact driver, that'll help. Otherwise you can use a hammer to help knock the bolt loose by slapping the ratchet with it. Once you get those two bolts out, this piece here will rotate on the spline. You can slide it out. And then at this point, you're ready to pull a master link out of the chain. Forgive the one-handed filming and wrenching here, but once you get the chain broke, then you're good to slide the original sprocket off. Give you a good idea size difference, 14 to 16 tooth.
After installing the 16 tooth front sprocket, readjusting the chain, and tightening up those front sprocket bolts, we lubed up the chain and sprockets with the Apogee Performance Chain Lube. Don't forget it's biodegradable, available in orange and pine scent, available at apogeeperformanceracing.com. Now let's go for a test ride and see how well that sprocket swap helped. First thing I noticed is it actually made first gear usable. With the stock gearing, first gear only does 4 or 5 miles an hour before it's wrapped out, but now first gear is actually a usable gear that you can still climb hills and take off easily with. And fourth gear, you can actually cruise at 55 miles an hour. The top speed seems to be about 65 if you lay your chest on the tank and hold it wide open long enough, which is plenty for this little bike. I'm just happy I can hold it at 50-55 and a good cruising speed. After about a 10-mile ride, I decided to go over to the local play area. It's got some whoops and a nice little track out in the desert. Figured that'd be a fun place to go check out. And also give me the chance to see how well the modifications on the bike go. All the mods I've done so far include the carburetor swap, as well as an FMF silencer from the previous video, and this 16 tooth front sprocket we've installed now. The bike seems to be running much better now. It's actually a really fun little play bike. You can't beat this thing for $1,400 shipped to your house. Really, for a carburetor swap to make it tunable and to get another sprocket, you're only talking 50, 60 bucks, maybe 80 bucks depending on the carburetor and the sprocket you get. It's well worth it to make the bike run this well. I already had this FMF silencer, but you could pick up another high-flowing muffler that would fit these bikes for probably less than $100, I'm sure, online. And at that point, you've got yourself a damn good running, reliable little 150 play bike that's extremely fun to ride. It's not a race bike, and of course it could use a little bit better suspension, but for 1,400 bucks, once again, it's hard to beat this thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below if there's something else you'd like to see on this bike or anything else. Thanks for watching. I'll shut my mouth and let you enjoy the last 2 minutes of ride footage. We'll see you next time on the Desert Adventures YouTube channel.